Testing 1 2 3, 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 testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. What the hell? Okay. Stop spamming me with ads for YouTube Shorts. I mean YouTube Premium. Stop spamming me until I get YouTube Premium. Jesus. I gotta improve my stupid little note to redirect people to the desktop stream. I've got to fix that. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 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 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, testing. Oh my god, testing, 1, 2, 3, oh my god, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, oh my god. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm in business. I have to heat up a slice of pizza. I'm still getting set up. I have to heat up a slice of pizza. My god. Oh. Music, how's it going? Beast testing 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Yeah, no. I know. I have 2 streams. I have a desktop stream. I have a mobile stream. Mobile stream is better algorithm to get more people coming in. And TikTok Live has this bug where it logs me out. It auto logs me out, and I have to reinstall the entire. I have to reinstall the entire thing and reset up all over again periodically, and it logs me out. It's horrible. Yeah, it sucks. So somebody came here yesterday. I want you to tell me your opinion of this. Somebody is really adamant about me streaming. Somebody's really adamant about me both reviewing and screening the space movie from 1992. This person comes in here and is really adamant about that. And this person's a big supporter of my channel, and I said that I talked to some other people about this and realized that, you know, basically the implications that would come from that aren't worth it. And I've been warned not to do it and all this, so. Oh my god. Music says, I know Iron Patriot had good results doing his live vertical, but maybe this would complicate things for you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Spooky seems like, I don't know if Spooky is a he or a she, but, I'm assuming he, from the context that I got. But it seemed like he was really butthurt that I wouldn't and that I'm staying away from it. He seemed really butthurt. He got me to Google it a few weeks ago. Oh, okay. Seemed really butthurt last night about it. Yeah, Iron Patriot does do his streams vertical, and Iron Patriot usually gets a lot of people. See, Spooky Sammy came in here again, so he played the space movie from 1992. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get spammed with that. I tell you right now, these probably aren't gonna be my best lives. This is probably not gonna be. These streams are probably not gonna be too interesting, I'll tell you that right now, but it's mostly casual chat streams. Stefan says nice, oh thank you. Because the mobile, excuse, oh my god. The mobile algorithm is better for getting people to come in because of YouTube Shorts. I noticed when I do only desktop that a lot of people don't come in. It sucks, but that's the way it is. That when I do desktop, like a lot of people aren't even coming in. when a lot of people aren't even discovering me when I do desktop. No, bro, that guy looks funny from the 90s. What? Music says, speaking of the right, I see you go vertical going simulcast. Yeah. Simulcast, yes. Simulcast? You mean like simultaneous live casting? Oh, yeah. Rabby the Dragon says Como. How many subscribers do you have? I have 628. Tonight is a great night to watch some vintage space movies. Yeah. Yeah. What the somebody says, what the fuck is this? This is my VTuber avatar. I have it projected onto... Okay, so I have this going on a laptop. See, this is a laptop, and I'm trying to recruit people for my desktop streams. So you go to my channel and go to desktop stream, and you see a lot more. I don't have the sticky note here to explain. It's so late that I had to just go live. I don't even have my sticky note here to explain anything, so that adds to the confusion. But, I'll have that soon, but it's so late I had to just go live. Because it's do it or don't do it at this point. I had a class today, and I went to... I had a class today, I went to Party City, and, got some Halloween stuff. At the... you know, I did that because I was already out. I was already out to go to class in person, so I just did it. So I had a long day. That's why I'm on so late, because I had a really long day. Yeah, at some point in the stream, I'll do something more interesting. I'm just getting set up still. Savon says, why you have a deep voice? I didn't realize you could talk. Yeah, I know on most of my mobile streams, I'm silent, so... I am using software for this, but I have it hooked into an audio interface now, so I can have voice as long as, I'm static, as long as I'm not, like... As long as I'm not, like in the... If I'm in the kitchen putting up groceries, no, but, I'm not able to do that right now for doing things like putting up kitchen and groceries or any IRL. I'm not able to do that right now. But if I'm static and I'm in my room, I'm able to do it because I'm able to audio interface the OBS audio to the iPhone 6s Plus. Through auxiliary cables, I'm able to do audio interfacing and still have it be a mobile stream. But it's only when I'm static. It's only when I'm in my room like this. And I'm able to do that for cosplay streams too. I just didn't do that last time because I didn't think of it. It was late as hell. It was late as hell and I just couldn't get that all set up. It was already like 1:30 in the morning and I didn't want to bother. So I just went on with my cosplay stream on mobile silent. So that's why I was silent, because I couldn't audio interface the OBS audio because I didn't have everything set up. Show us your Halloween score. Hell yeah, I will. Of course. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maybe we can screen a movie, but I just have to, like, dig something up that... I hate how, like, most of these platforms do not respect fair use. Most of these platforms do not respect fair use. So yeah, I know that's why, like, indie films are more suitable, because, like, these platforms do not respect fair use. Like if I were to stream a film and do commentary, they're gonna totally DMCA the hell out of me. I gotta heat up a slice of pizza, so, and I gotta get this sticky note onto my screen. I gotta make a new sticky note, actually, because I ran out of room, so, I gotta, oh man, I gotta scramble myself here. I'm like, I'm all scrambled like scrambled eggs. I gotta unscramble myself. Yeah, no problem. And alright, I got the pizza now. I have to get the sticky notes. Alright, I'm back. Okay, I think this note's gonna be a lot more clearer than yesterday's note. The hell? I'm afraid I forgot the tape. Oh, Larry, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Trying to fix this note here. Oh my god. Lay this shit down. Damn it. Oh, the tape came off. You can barely see that. Okay. Oh, Larry, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, the adhesive on those post-it notes aren't too good. They're not counterfeit, but they're old. It's probably because they're old. I think these are like 20-year-old post-it notes. What do you mean by not meant at my phone on this time? What the heck? Bro. That's right, I gotta upload my pizza pic to Google Drive and all the Halloween pics. Yeah, the Halloween score from Party City, I gotta upload that. Oh! That's right, I gotta take a picture of what I actually purchased though. Everything knocked down on my floor in the room. I'm in. Typical. That's just typical. It happens. Okay, I'm gonna get to uploading these Halloween pictures. Oh my god. What time is the movie starting? I don't... Well, first of all, I gotta figure out... First of all, I gotta figure out... I gotta figure it out yet, so I really don't know, because I gotta figure this thing out. I really don't know. I have no idea. I hate the whole thing about copyright and fair use and all that. Well, I know you want me to stream Space Movie from 1992, but that's out for right now because, you know, I really feel like I could only stream that movie if it were in a educational context, you know, like if we're, I know it showed in African studies class or something like that. That's what somebody said in the comments on there, but it's in an educational context to like study stereotypes and stuff like that. So unless I could show it in that context, I know that, like, that would cause a lot of backlash, and, I don't want to be promoting racist stuff, so, because it's not who I am, so I had to, like, figure out a different movie, basically. I know, I agree it would be good to see a movie, I agree, but I have to, like, figure something out here. I have to figure out a different movie, and like, unfortunately, most movies are gonna get me a copyright strike or a DMCA. Tape is just glue on backing material, and Band-Aid is just a piece of gauze on a piece of tape. Just because YouTube is okay with it doesn't mean, like, it doesn't mean that it would have, it doesn't mean that just because it's on YouTube and, okay, first of all, let's backtrack here. The reason why it's on YouTube, and I think the reason why YouTube is okay with it is, things like that can be on YouTube for educational purposes, to make people aware, or as for artistic purposes, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be okay for me to, like, if I stream that, I get into that, my brand goes a full different place. My brand is gonna go in a completely different direction that's gonna impact my brand unless, like, I were to do it with a proper context. Proper context would be, like, educational to, like, examine, like, harmful stereotypes. But, like, to stream that movie without proper context, like, that would, like, how people would perceive that. I already know, because I've had discussions with people about this. Unfortunately, I need these people to be more active on my streams in the comments section. That would, but I know the people replay my streams, and it's going to really, it could potentially really, it's going to hurt my brand, and my streaming to 6 people, that's your brand. Okay, you don't understand. There is people that come here that rewatch my streams, that replay my streams. Unfortunately, what I really need is more people to be active on my streams. These people are not active participants, they're not commenting, but still. So, okay, larger implications, okay. Basically, I stream that movie, I'm streaming racist content. I don't want to be associated with racist content, and that's just not who I am. So, I don't want to be associated with content that perpetuates harmful stereotypes like that. That's not who I am. Okay. I know, okay, I know that some people have said, there are people who say the movie's satire, but then there's other people who say that the movie is racist and promotes harmful stereotypes. I do think that I see that I was seeing basically, I was like watching this, I was like, you know, I was like, I did see it, I was like, hey. That was to prove watching movies causes cancer. What? I am having an awkward moment with Spooky Sammy over a space movie from 1992. Spooky Sammy is practically begging me to stream it, and I've had conversations with this. I've had conversations with people inside my circle. I've had conversations with people inside my circle about this. I wish more people participated in the stream so that we would have more perspectives here, but people do go back and rewatch my stream, and I just don't want to associate my brand with racist content or content that promotes harmful stereotypes. And I know Spooky Sammy has mentioned that it's a satire, but not everyone is reading it that way. Not everyone thinks that it's a satire. I mean, it is absurd. Yeah, I know it is very absurd. I saw like how absurd it was, but I was watching the movie. I was just like, you know, I was told to stay away from that. So the conversation is quality. I feel like I may lose some fans over this, but it is what it is. I can't. I would stream it if it were like an educational context where we're examining like it has been streamed at a lot of universities to like examine either the history of film or harmful stereotypes, but the consensus isn't entirely like clearly like satire. A lot of people were also saying that it has harmful stereotypes, and I just don't want to associate that with my brand. That's not who I am. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna do that. I mean, the thing about that movie is that they're using hard R in it and not 8 or using hard R, and that makes me question if it's, you know, that I think that's what's causing a lot of the issues with it, because if it was if the I'd be like, okay, yeah, this is satire, it's would be more obvious, but then again, yeah. It's very controversial. Oh, enjoy. What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Alright, I'm gonna show my Halloween haul in my pizza. No, I went to Party City.
Done this to me? Why have they done this to me? I was only trying to help. I haven't done anything wrong. Set me free. Someone help me. If you don't let me go, you will all die. I'm the only one that can save you. Release me, or I will unleash a plague that will destroy you all.
Yeah, I know. I know, I agree. I've I only got 2 of the swords, that was it. Yeah, I won't be able to do that right now because I'm not in costume yet, but I will be able to do that soon. And I mean like when I get back into the cosplay stream. Uh, it's a vampire looking sword, so that's why I bought it, because it looks vampiric. There's a... I don't know why that's there on the end of it, I guess because that part's fragile. And then I just like the art on this one. This is kind of like some clown looking demon. I just like the fact that they had a ram's head on this end and like a clown looking demon figure here. And then this one just looked cool, so I just got it. It was only $5. This one was only $5. Actually, a lot of stuff was on sale. This one was $10, this one was $10, and that one was $5, so a lot of stuff was on sale. No, I don't know. Oh, there was cool stuff. How's it going? How you doing? Okay. Yeah, I have to figure that out. Okay. Hi, hey, what's going on? How's it going? How you doing? My day is going okay. It's been kind of awkward, but yeah, my day is going all right. I went to Party City today and I got some Halloween decorations. Halloween stuff, yeah, and I got oh, I had stuff at Trader Joe's too. I forgot. Oh yeah, they had class today. Class was in person. Why doesn't your mom let you celebrate Halloween? Navia says because I have 7 siblings and she would have to deal with all of us by herself. I'm a little confused based on some of the context you provided, but alright. So, is there like younger children that you need to help, like take care of or something? I'm confused. Yeah, I know. I have a family member who said that she doesn't want to do trick-or-treating this year with little kids because she's too old and burnt out. She's like, get off of my lawn! Get off of my lawn, you damn kid! Get off of my lawn! Get off of my lawn! It's funny. Um, I did find another space movie that I'm good with streaming, like there's no problems. Plan 9 from Outer Space 1959. I did some research and it's known for, one of the worst films ever made, hilariously bad. Hilariously bad. And, so bad, it's good. That's what supposedly the consensus is on that. So I can go ahead and start showing that. And that's not going to get me a DMCA either because it's in the public domain. I gotta open this up somewhere in some window. I'm just now figuring this out and it's like midnight my time. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if this one will be as entertaining, but at least it's not controversial or anything like that. It's not like gonna be very controversial or anything, so. I did do some more research. I started doing some more research about Space Movie from 1992. So, yeah, supposedly it is. It is satire, but it's very controversial and it's gonna cause some problems for me to stream that right now. So, if I can ever resolve that one day, if I can ever address that or resolve that, maybe I don't know if it would take like a disclaimer or something like that, but yeah, okay. Where the hell my game capture is covered by this thing? So I need to drag this down here.
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future. You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, we are bringing to you the full story of what happened on that fateful day. We are giving you all the evidence based only on the secret testimony of the miserable souls who survived this terrifying ordeal. The incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Let us punish the guilty. Let us reward the innocent. My friend, can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave robbers from outer space? All of us on this earth know that there is a time to live and that there is a time to die. Yet death is always a shock to those left behind. It is even more of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning. Just at sundown, a small group gathered in silent prayer around the newly opened grave of the beloved wife of an elderly man. Sundown of the day, yet also the sundown of the old man's heart. For the shadows of grief clouded his very reason. The funeral over, the saddened group left the graveside. It was when the gravediggers started their task that strange things began to take place.
15 to 4. Yep, right on schedule. There's the old San Fernando Valley out there now.
You better radio in for landing instructions, Danny.
Right, Jeff. Burbank Tower, this is American Flight 812. Over. Wouldn't surprise me any if he's asleep this time of the morning.
American Flight 812, this is Burbank Tower. If I were asleep, you'd never get on the ground. In your case, maybe I ought to leave you up there for good. Over.
You got me that time, Mac. This is American Flight 812 requesting...
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Over.
My content partner said I should stream Brokeback Mouse. I don't even know what that
Burbank
is.
Tower to American Flight 812. Over.
Holy mackerel.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Are you in trouble?
Trouble?
Take a look for yourself.
What in the world?
That's nothing from this world.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Are you in trouble? Are you in trouble?
Mayday, mayday. Stand by, Burbank Tower.
You suppose a passenger saw it?
I doubt it. Most of them are asleep. But it was quite a jolt, Jeff. I'll check.
Good. We'll get it ready for landing. And keep it quiet until we get instructions.
Right.
Okay, Danny.
American Flight 812, reporting to Burbank Tower. Over.
Did you hear anything?
I thought it did. Don't like hearing noises, especially when there ain't supposed to be any.
Yeah, sort of spooky-like.
Maybe we're getting old.
Whatever it is, it's gone now.
That's the best thing for us, too. Gone.
Yeah, let's go.
The grief of his wife's death became greater and greater agony. The home they had so long shared together became a tomb, a sweet memory of her joyous living. The sky to which she had once looked was now only a covering for her dead body. beautiful flowers she had planted, with her own hands, became nothing more than the lost roses of her cheeks. Confused by his great loss, the old man left that home, never to return again. At the funeral of the old man, unknown to his mourners, his dead wife was watching.
First his wife, then he.
Tragic.
Tell me something. Why was his wife buried in the ground and he sealed in a crypt?
What the filth? What is this, man? I know this movie is known for being so good it's bad, but I'm trying to like scramble to find something. Hopefully this will get better. I'm trying to find something that won't get me DMCA on top of that, so it means it has to be public domain.
Something to do with
Wah,
family
wah.
tradition, a superstition of some sort.
Oh.
Well, it's getting dark. Let's be on our way.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place, minutes later, the police, led by Inspector Daniel Clay, arrived at the scene.
Who found them?
The man and girl
Medical examiner been around yet?
just left. The morgue wagon ought to be along most any time.
You get their statement?
Yeah, much as we could. They're pretty scared.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone frightened. Have one of the boys take the guy and the girl back to town. You take charge.
Okay, Inspector. What are you going to do?
Look around a little.
It's pretty dark out there. Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlights from the patrol car.
Okay, be careful, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
Oh, it looks like a bobcat tore into them.
Yeah. Say, Lieutenant, did you get that funny odor?
How could I miss it? Oh, that'll be the morgue wagon now.
That's the fifth siren in the last hour.
Something's happened down at the cemetery. A lot of police cars and lights. I stopped, but I didn't see anything. Oh, well, whatever it is, the morning paper will carry the whole story.
You seem to still be up there somewhere.
Maybe I am.
I don't think I've ever seen you in this mood before.
I guess it's because I've never been in this mood before.
Something about your flight?
Yeah.
What happened, Jeff?
saw a flying saucer.
Saucer? You mean the kind from up there?
Yeah, its counterpart. It was shaped like a huge cigar. Dan and Edith saw it too. When it passed over, the whole compartment lighted up with a blinding glare. Then there was a tremendous wind that practically knocked us off our course.
Well, did you report it?
Yeah, radioed in immediately, and they said, we'll keep it quiet until you land. And as soon as we landed, big army brass grabbed us and made us swear to secrecy about the whole thing. Oh, it burns me up. These things have been seen for years. They hear, it's a fact. And the public ought to know about it.
There must be something more you can do about it.
Only there isn't. Oh, but what's the use of making a fuss? But last night I saw a flying object that couldn't have possibly been from this planet. But I can't say a word. I'm muzzled by army brass. I can't even admit I saw the thing.
Sounds like Kay's in trouble.
If that apparition we saw had something to do with it, come on.
Yeah, this movie's probably gonna straight up put a lot of people to sleep, but oh well, still trying to figure this out. I'm looking into funny movies that are in public domain, other ones, so I'll have to see where this goes. I'll tell you what, if I was streaming on Discord, copyright would be out the window. I could stream whatever the heck I wanted, and copyright would be completely out the window if I was streaming on Discord. But if I got enough people interested in like movie nights, because I know I was part of another Discord that was doing movie nights, if enough people are interested, I will definitely consider that more if enough people are interested. I just don't like the way things are on like YouTube and like not respecting fair use of copyright, because if I'm reacting to something or commenting over something, it should be fair use, but you'll get struck down anyways. It's just the way it is here.
Is he dead?
Yeah. He's messed up as bad as those two back there. Suppose that saucer or whatever it was had something to do with this?
Your guess is as good as mine, Larry. One thing's sure. Inspector Clay's dead.
Murdered?
And somebody's responsible.
You're in charge now, Lieutenant.
Yeah, guess I am. Calton?
Yes, sir?
You back up the car and get on the radio. Tell the coroner he's got to make another trip out here.
Well, how about the lab boys?
Well, who do you think we left back up the car? Boy Scouts? Come on, Lefty.
Greater love hath no man than to lay down his life for another. It is always difficult to have last words over the grave of a friend.
I wonder what comments this movie has. I love the stuff dummy grave digger. Oh. Oh wait, I think this might be, there might be a link with this in Space Movie from 1992, because I was reading the Wikipedia article for Space Movie from 1992. I think there might be a link with this movie. It was this one or another one. There was like a connection.
And Inspector Daniel Clay was a friend, a dear friend to me and to all of us. The bell has rung upon his great career. Now we lay him to rest. A rest well deserved, but so premature.
People turning south from the freeway were startled when they saw 3 flying saucers high over Hollywood Boulevard. A woman, startled by the sight in the sky, telephones the police. There comes a time in
Oh, I think that, yeah, this movie is part of the reference material for a Space Movie from 1992. It is. Okay, well at least I'm streaming this one. This is the movie that was part of the reference material, so I'm streaming this one at least. I guess that's a compromise. I guess
He can't even believe his own eyes. Saucers seen over Hollywood. Flying saucers seen over Washington, D.C. The Army convoy moved into the field. Rockets were quickly set up. Colonel Tom Edwards, in charge of saucer field activities, was to make the greatest decision of his career. He made that decision. Colonel Edwards gave the signal to fire. as swiftly as they had come. They were gone, even to the piercing eye of radar and the speeding jet fighters.
Quite a sight, wasn't it, sir?
A sight I'd rather not be seeing.
Are you worried about them, sir?
Well, they must have a reason for their visits.
Visits? Well, that would indicate visitors. Well, the big gun's the usual way of welcoming visitors.
We haven't always fired at them.
Oh?
For a time, we tried to contact them by radio, but no response. Then they attacked a town. A small town, I'll admit, but nevertheless a town of people. People who died.
I never heard about that, sir.
Well, it was covered up by the higher echelon. Take any fire, any earthquake, any major disaster, then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor, officially.
Looks like we beat them off again, sir.
What do they want? Where are they from? Where are they going?
They, sir? Who? Well, this is a training maneuver, sir. We only did a little practice firing at the clouds.
Yeah. I wonder what their next move will be.
What will their next move be?
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
You have your report?
We had to pull in here to space.
Another space movie that I really love is from this era, the day the Earth stood still. I wonder if I could stream that one. I'll have a problem, possibly. I don't know, but that one was more well known. And I think my favorite space movie is actually Mars Attacks. I love
Station
that
7
one.
for regeneration. We're returning to the planet Earth immediately thereafter.
What progress has been made?
We contacted government officials. They refuse our existence.
What plan will you follow now?
Plan 9. It's been absolutely impossible to work through these Earth creatures. Their soul is too controlled.
Plan 9. Ah, yes. Plan 9 deals with the resurrection of the dead. Long-distance electrode shot into the pineal and pituitary glands of recent dead. Have you attempted any of this plan as yet?
Yes, Excellency.
How successful has it been?
We have risen too so far. We shall be just as successful on more.
The living, they have no suspicion of your movements?
We had to dispose of one policeman. However, none of those risen have been seen. At least not by anyone who still remains alive.
It's too bad it must be handled this way. But it must. Those who we take from the grave will lead the way for our other operations.
Yes, Excellency.
Continue on. Report to me in 2 Earth days.
I feared His Excellency wouldn't take our report this well.
Well, had he been dealing with our own people, his reaction would have been completely different. He understands the difficulties of the Earth race.
What do you think will be the next obstacle the Earth people will put in our way?
Well, as long as they can think, we'll have our problems. But those whom we're using cannot think. They are the dead, brought to a simulated life by our electrode guns. You know, it's an interesting thing when you consider the Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot, the dead. Well, our ship should be regenerated. We better get started.
Chet is dead, so I'm gonna open up the Instagram app on my computer and check stories.
I still think you ought to go in town and stay with your mother until I get back.
This is our home, and nothing's going to take me from it. Besides, most men try and keep their wives from going home to Mama.
That's not the point.
That's all the point there's going to be. Now toddle off and fly your flying machine, darling. But if you see any more flying saucers, will you tell them to pick another house to buzz? Be careful. Don't worry about me.
Oh, you're the only thing I do worry about. Oh, forget about the flying saucers. They're up there. But there's something in that cemetery. And that's too close for comfort.
The saucers are up there, and the cemetery's out there. But I'll be locked up in there. Now, off to your wild blue yonders.
You promise you'll lock your doors immediately?
I promise. Besides, I'll be in bed before half an hour is gone, with your pillow beside me.
My pillow?
Well, I have to have something to keep me company while you're away. Sometimes in the night when it does get a little lonely, I reach over and touch it. Then it doesn't seem so lonely anymore.
A crazy kid. I do love you, darling. See you Thursday.
Goodbye, honey.
You know I'm not leaving you here until you're locked safely inside.
All right, darling. If you're especially nice, I may even lock the side door.
And be sure you keep the yard lights on.
You're mighty silent this trip, Jeff.
Hmm?
You haven't spoken 10 words since takeoff.
I guess I'm preoccupied, Danny.
We've got 33 passengers back there that have time to be preoccupied. Flying this flybird doesn't give you that opportunity.
I guess you're right, Danny.
Paula,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong between you two.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Just that I'm worried, she being there alone and those strange things flying over the house and those incidents in the graveyard these past few days. It's just got me worried.
Well, maybe they haven't figured out those crazy skybirds yet, but I give you 50 to 1 odds the police have cleared up that cemetery thing by now.
I hope so.
If you're really that worried, Jeff, why don't you radio in and find out? Mac should be on duty at the field by now. He could call Paul and relay the message to you.
Hi, Edie.
Hi, Silence. I haven't heard a word from this end of the plane since we left the field.
I've just been giving himself and me a study in silence.
You boys aren't feuding.
No, Edie, nothing like that.
Hey, Edie, how about you and me balling it up in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque? Have you read that flight schedule, boy?
What about it?
We land in Albuquerque at 4 a.m. That's strictly a 9 o'clock town.
Well, I know a friend that'll help us.
Let's have the problem first. Huh, Danny?
Oh, he's worried about Paula.
I read about that cemetery business. I tried to get you kids not to buy too near one of those things. We get there soon enough as it is.
He thought it'd be quiet and peaceful there.
No doubt about that. It's quiet, all right, like a tomb. I'm sorry, Jeff. That was a bad joke. Say, I almost forgot what I came in here for. How's the coffee situation?
That's for me.
It sure wouldn't hurt a thing, Edie.
Okay, be right back. And say, Jeff, make that call to Mac.
Nah, not only she throw cold water on my Albuquerque plan, but now she's repeating herself. How about that Albuquerque ball?
I can't resist your charm, Danny boy.
Residents near the cemetery paid little attention to the blast of thunder and the flash of lightning. But from the blast, arose the moving figure of the dead old man.
Hello? Who? Mac? Well, hi, Mac. Sure, I'm all right. I just fell asleep. Tell Jeff I'm all right. Okay, Mac. Thanks for calling. Good night.
Mrs. Trent! Mrs. Trent! What's wrong?
You know what would be better for me is actually to download. I would like to rip this movie, like download the MP4 and just play the video file so that like movie is like that uninteresting where I just want like it's like that uninteresting where I just want to like rip the video file and like play the video file on the OBS so that I or to actually listen to it and like do other things off on the side. I like that Vampire and Bela Lugosi in it. That those are definitely pluses, but there's no one here, so is this even really worse? Because there's no one here anymore. Yeah, I've delved into 35 minutes of it. I mean, I can rip the Yeah, and speaking of which, that reminds me, I'm supposed to be editing VR chat footage. Duh. Oh, I forgot again. God. Good grief, I forgot to edit VR chat footage again. Oh, okay. I gotta figure out some more public domain movies to watch, though. Oh, I gotta download this, because I'm sharing desktop audio to stream this. I can't do anything else on my computer at this time, so, I'm gonna turn this off right now because I'm supposed to be editing VR chat footage. So, anybody who replays the stream, I suggest you look it up on your own, and I suggest anybody who replays the stream, I suggest you look it up on your own, and I got some stuff to do with music editing. See, I always forget. This whole thing with Space Movie from 1992 has been such a big thing that I forget, like, I completely forget, like, what I'm supposed to do. Like, I want to be editing VR chat footage, I want to be, um, editing my music, and it just all goes out, and it just all goes out the window, because I used to do these streams and be able to multitask, but, yeah, not lately, that has been the case. I understand, but I understand it's gonna be like that sometimes. I know there's moments sometimes where you can't multitask, where you have to engage in a discussion and whatnot, but, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. There's nobody really here anymore, so I feel like it would be complete waste of time to continue to stream this, but, yeah, it'd be like a complete waste of time. Yeah, clearly a waste of time to continue streaming that. So, I'm not going to continue streaming that because it would be a complete waste of my time. Oh, I'm gonna get back on TikTok Live. I realize everyone on YouTube is. I realize everyone on YouTube's gone, nobody else is gonna come in. So I'm wasting my time. But I want to try to find movies that are more entertaining than that. The tricky thing is it's gotta be public domain or else I'm getting a copyright strike. And people have gotten banned off of YouTube Live for actually streaming content like movies. I'm not kidding, like they really come down on you, they full on DMCA you, they really will come down on you for that. So I have to be extremely careful because they really will come down on you for that. So it's unfortunate it creates a situation for me where, yeah, it creates a complicated and it creates a situation I don't want to be in. It creates a big inconvenience. Hello there, what's good, what's up? Hello there, what's good, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, how I found Plan B, Plan 9 from Outer Space. How I found that is ChatGPT. I was asking ChatGPT what space movies I could stream that are public domain, but it turns out that's actually reference material for the more controversial movie I refuse to stream. It's actually reference material for that movie, so yeah, that's at least like meeting in the middle is showing the reference material for the movie. What the hell? I just got this pop-up on my screen about monetization tips and it scared the crap out of me. Hello Larry, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? I just got this big pop-up on TikTok about monetization tips and it scared the crap out of me. So people on YouTube, this one person on YouTube wanted me to stream Space Movie from 1992 on my stream. And I said no, because it is very controversial, even though I did do research. I see that it is a satire, but it's controversial. It's too controversial to the point where other people that I know personally would have a problem with me streaming that movie. So I went ahead and I inadvertently found the reference material for that movie, which is Plan 9 from Outer Space, which is totally okay. That movie's fine, but it's very boring and slow paced, and yeah. So I like only got through like 45 minutes of it, and then I stopped streaming it. But here on TikTok, I cannot stream any kind of movies at all on here. I can't even stream public domain films at all. It's big no-no. You can't play any videos here on TikTok basically, or else they restrict your live. They will restrict you on here on TikTok. They will restrict you if you play any kind of videos. There is no videos allowed on TikTok live. So like I can't even stream a public domain film on here and like have a discussion or react time. I can't even do that on here. So that the algorithm is great for bringing in people, but that sucks because I could be doing more types of content, but TikTok won't let me do it. So that sucks. That sucks. I could say, like, what I could do though, um, there is a way I could probably handle that by, like, putting up a screen saying I'm streaming this movie and only have audio. That might work. If I know the movie's PG or G, that would work. But if it's PG-13, I'll forget it. I can't do it on TikTok Live. Especially rated R, oh, forget it. Forget it. Come my... Ow. Yeah, it sucks that I can only stream public domain films. I can't even react to like I can't even really do a react in the stream to a mainstream film. I can't. Well, I can watch a mainstream film, but not stream the film and react to it, and have something on my screen about what I'm watching, and then I could show like screenshots of like important scenes that like when I react to a scene, I can just show a screenshot. I think I could do that, It's a little less entertaining. It's not as immersive, but I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. I think I could do that. I think that would work. I think that would work, but that's why like indie films are usually like the best. I'm sick and tired of DMCA. I'm so tired of DMCA. I get really, really, really tired of DMCA. Like, for real, I get really, 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 really tired of DMCA. I really do, because I can't even do fair use. I can't do fair use. DMCA may not apply to fair use in the actual legal text, but the way DMCA is enforced on these platforms like YouTube, they will put a copyright strike on you for doing commentary on a movie, especially if you're streaming the whole movie. They will. And our mainstream movie that would cause the DMCA. And yeah, it gets on my nerves because I can't even do fair use. Like, I can't do fair use. I hate that I can't do fair use. Oh, Larry, what's good? What's up? How's it going? How you doing? I mean, even these movies, some of these movies that ChatGPT will claim that they're in the public domain, I look them up on YouTube and they say buy or rent. If a movie says buy or rent on YouTube, that means it is copyrighted. It's not in the public domain. If it says on YouTube that, um, oh, if it says on YouTube buy or rent, that's not public domain. Oh my god. Hey, what's good? What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Hey, what's good? What's up? How's it going? How you doing? My phone is all of a sudden being really slow. That's great. Did someone just randomly type in the word? Oh. Do you know your IRL friends know you're the 8-foot beast? Do your IRL friends know you're the 8-foot beast? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. You're like the first chat in like literally over an hour, so I was really, really slow to respond because I was not expecting to get any more chats. And my phone's freaking out on top of this. Oh my god. Um, uh, you know what? For the most part, I don't let people know in real life that I do this because I want to have the freedom to just express myself without having to worry about, oh, what are they going to think of me? But there are some IRL friends that know yes. A select few. There are a select few that know. Oh, is my phone like overheating? Jeez, what is going on? Why did my phone get so hot over like a PDF file in Safari browser? The heck? Yeah, I don't have my phone plugged in right now because I have a ton of things plugged in for YouTube Live on mobile. I have so many things plugged in. So, two of my IRL friends know, when I refer to as my content partner, my computer tech, etc. And then there was someone I knew while I was in high school that knows, but she doesn't really check up on me. We're kind of like, we don't really talk that much. Other than that, everyone else I know doesn't know pretty much. I mean, my family kind of knows a little bit, but like my dad knows, and my dad does know about this some way. He's okay with it, he doesn't have any prime problem. But like for the most part, I don't tell anybody associated with me in IRO. Well, there was a longtime fan that I have from Los Angeles area. He's been a fan of mine since like 2014 or 2015 because I've been on the internet for a long time. I was doing different types of content back then. I wasn't 8-foot beast yet. And he is now like my IRL friend because we met at LA Comic Con after like 10 years. We've finally met at LA Comic Con, and I consider him like an IRL friend too. And like, yeah, I mean, obviously he's known about this, obviously, but very few people that know me in IRL know about this because I want to make sure that I keep this. I want to have high levels of control over who I talk to or who I don't talk to. You know, that's what I like about this. Is like I get to have some control over who I talk to. Versus people I know in real life, if they knew about this, I would have to worry about like what their reaction would be, or I'd have to worry about, there's just too much to worry about, or them influencing this. Also, people I know in real life, the people I knew in real life knew about people I know in real life, if they knew about this, they could probably end up in inadvertently influencing what type of content I do and changing things for the worse potentially. I may have to change something I'm saying or doing just because someone I know in real life. Well, I'm just gonna say it just because of people I know in real life being potentially uncomfortable with things I do. I mean, which I had a case of that come up on YouTube, but I also have values, that I have values and I have an idea of like, you know, I just don't want to be associated with the wrong stuff. So there was other issues too. It wasn't just like the whole thing with people I know in real life would be uncomfortable. No, it's not just that. But anyhow, that was regarding Space Movie from 1992. Somebody who was a big supporter of the channel was begging me to stream it. And what I did is I just streamed a little bit of Plan 9 from Outer Space, because that's what inspired that movie. So I streamed that instead. Totally got you, people can be evil, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I just had that kind of situation come up on my stream tonight and last night about Space Movie from 1992. It was on those things, but I also don't want to be associated with problematic content. Content that is problematic in that way, or problematic humor. I don't want to be associated with that myself, and I have values myself. I have a conscience, I have values, I have an internal moral compass that tells me, like, my spidey senses are tingling on that one, so I didn't do it. And I talk to people I know in real life about this, and there's people I know in real life that do actually come to my channel on YouTube and replay my streams, but some of my fans that are local, I have some fans that are local, um, sometimes we end up meeting in real life too, and then, I became buddies with someone recently, and, yeah, but beyond just that alone, okay, that's more of a, there are other, there's other instances where, like, I found that in the past, before I was 8-foot beast, if anyone I know in real life knows about what content I'm doing, like, people in real life knowing about what content I do on the internet is usually really bad news, and I cannot stress this enough because I've been through this personally. The whole reason why I started doing 8-foot beasts is to get away from the whole thing about people I know in real life versus what I do on the internet. People I know in real life seeing, like, I have a major problem with Facebook. This is why I stopped using Facebook, because I posted something with cuss words or something like that. I posted something with curse words, and my grandma saw it, and my dad then told me my grandma wants me to stop cursing so much or something like that. It was something stupid like that. Like, grandma doesn't want you to cuss. It was literally something dumb like that. It was something like really petty like that, you know? And I realized no matter what social media platform I'm on, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, yada yada, yada yada, as soon as you get family involved or people you know in real life involved, you're pretty much gonna be under their thumb and they're gonna control you. There's gonna be people that whether they're family, most often they're family, they're gonna go out of your way sorry, not your way. I'm tired. They're gonna go out of their way to critique you in a bad way. That's annoying. It's not constructive criticism. You literally don't want to hear it. I'm talking about, like, what happened with me and my grandma. Unfortunately, my grandma passed away. Rest in peace, grandma. But, you're gonna get a bunch of Karens trying to tell you what to do and how to do it and what you can and cannot do. If you let your family in on all your social media, this is what happens. I made the mistake of doing that when I was younger. I made the mistake of doing that when I was in high school. I made that mistake when I was in high school and my early college years. I made that mistake, and I felt like it got to a point where it was so bad where I didn't feel like I was free to express myself. I just didn't feel like I was free to express myself anymore because I was getting criticized so much. It felt like getting bullied. I mean, grandma tells you to stop cussing. I mean, it gets to a point where you get so many Karens to the point where you start feeling like you're being bullied. You start feeling like the school bully is coming to your social media feed and telling you how to act and telling you how to behave, and you can't really be yourself anymore. You can't be yourself. So I know that if I were to tell people in real life like most people that I know in real life, I'm really, really careful. I'm really particular who I tell. Like, for example, I had been going to school. I had been networking with students and professors and stuff like that. Now I've been on quite a few different class projects and student teams. And guess what? There are some people who are very bold and not afraid to promote their social media once they get to know you, they're like, follow me on Instagram, yada yada yada. And I actually have a professional Instagram where I can do this, where I feel comfortable. I actually have a few personal pages where I feel comfortable doing that. But, for me to do that, for me to do that with this and mix it with school or whatever. First of all, mixing it with school, like if I were to mix this with school, that would be one step away from mixing this with work. Because I actually, school and work sometimes can get intertwined as one step away from mixing it from work. Because sometimes people who are in your class are going to be your colleagues. So you want to be careful because sometimes your professors or students that you're in class with, sometimes they can be your colleagues too. Sometimes they can be your colleagues too. They're your future coworkers at some big corporation, and you wouldn't want your coworkers knowing all of your business now, would you? That would be very bad. Would they go tell the boss, So I've learned the hard way to separate my social media life with this from my real life. I mean, to some extent, I have, I do, you do have to connect with friends and family in some form or another on the internet, like most of the time, but I separate this out from my real life because I know how it is, because I've made that mistake of totally being myself, totally expressing myself, saying whatever, just completely being myself without any filter. I used to be on social media, like in high school, I used to have like no filter. I was first getting access to the internet as a kid. I had no filter, okay? I just be free to be myself, and I was just simply viewing it as expressing myself, but I saw like just how nasty people can get in the comments, especially if you know people in real life. I mean, what I used to have to deal with is when I was younger, I'd be on social media, and the next day, all the high school bullies would see what you posted and harass you, or you get a bunch of cyber bullies that are from your school, because you associated your real life with social media. It's a huge mistake, and I've learned that the hard way. That is a huge, huge blunder to do that. So the whole reason why I started doing 8-foot beefs is to get away from that because, um, but anyhow, yeah, I mean, as a whole side discussion, I used to be active on social media as my in real life self, okay? I been there, done that. And you know what? I said forget it because there's too many toxic people. There's too many toxic people. There's too many problematic people to the point where it's like, okay, why am I doing this? What is even the point of this? Versus when I do this, I always have, most of the time when I'm doing this, I'm having fun. I am more free to express myself. I'm free to express myself because I'm behind this persona. I don't really have to worry as much, and the judgment is just so much less versus my in real life self. It was incredibly hard to keep up with that. It was incredibly hard to be on social media as my real life self. Especially like if I was in my real life self and I'd go live, like on Instagram, I go live as my real life self. You know how many people I got requesting to join via video, and then they would do something like flash themselves at me. That happened to me so many times, and, you know, I was just like, I learned the hard way not to accept any video invites on I couldn't I just got to a point where I had to stop accepting video invites on Instagram whenever I went live as my in real life self, but in general, if I ever went live as my in real life self, if I ever did do it, if I ever was in a situation where I did it, I wouldn't accept any video invites because I know what it's going to be like. I already know how messed up people can be, and I already know what people are gonna do. I already know how messed up people are, and I already know how messed up this world is. But most of the time, if I accept video invites as 8-foot beasts, people are fine. People literally, like, if like in real life, people literally couldn't, like every interaction I would have on the internet was toxic as my in real life. So like literally almost every single interaction I ever had on the internet as my in real life self was toxic. Everybody was toxic pretty much for the most part. There was some nice people, but it was a small handful. Like the majority of people were just majority of interactions I would have, everybody was just incredibly toxic. Everybody. Even if I went on VR chat with my in real life voice, with an avatar, you know, they don't even see my face and they just hear my voice and they give me a ton of shit. You know, it's just, everybody's just toxic. They just hear, even people just hearing my voice, my in real life voice, incredibly toxic. Everybody, and I mean everybody. It was only a small handful of people who were nice to me, so I was like, what's even the point of being on the internet? What's the point of being on the internet? What's the point of having social media? What's the point of being on the internet? But I still want to talk to people. I want to talk to those nice people. You know, I was lonely. Yeah, I was lonely as hell. I got lonely as hell. I was like, damn, I'm a loser. I got lonely as hell and I thought I was a loser and stuff. You know, I was getting really depressed and I just didn't see a way out of this dilemma that I had because people were incredibly mean. And this is why I basically, in regards to a face reveal, I would have to change my appearance first before I did anything. And in regards to my voice, you're never going to get a voice reveal because people are messed up in the head. And I've seen it. I know how ugly the internet is. The internet is ugly. I've experienced firsthand. I've even experienced some harassment and bullying as hateful beasts, believe it or not. Especially when people accidentally find out who I am behind this, it gets really ugly. It gets really ugly. It happened to me. I was stupid enough to post on one of my personal accounts that I'm 8-foot beast. And this personal account was controlled. And I controlled it and made sure that people I knew in real life didn't see it. But the wrong people got their hands on it and exposed who I am, and the bullying was so bad. It was so bad that I was straight up about to quit live streaming. I was going to quit live streaming. I was going to straight up quit. It was that bad. Why would they flash themselves? They're just embarrassing themselves at that point. This happened to me on Instagram Live. Like, yeah. Even as 8-foot beasts, when I would accept one video invite, I got one guy doing something. There was one guy who was doing something inappropriate on Instagram Live with my 8-foot beast persona on. And this guy was sneaky about it. I would, you go live for so long, you stop paying attention to that screen. You're not looking at that screen like 24/7. You stop paying attention at some point because you get used to, people become so predictable. People just like predictably act a certain way. People become so predictable that you let your guard down. And oh my god, I only saw it after I posted the live stream and I was like, it was like very borderline what this person did. It was very borderline, but it was borderline, but yeah, it was kind of problematic. It taught me to be more careful. This moment taught me to be more careful, but yeah. But my point is, when you put yourself on the internet, like yourself in real life, you know, for me personally, not for, like, there's a lot of people very successful putting their in real life selves on the internet. But for me personally, and I mean, this whole thing is inspired by Peter Steele, Type O Negative, so why am I bringing that up? Because Peter Steele didn't want to get on the internet because he said, Peter Steele wasn't very active on the internet because he said, I'm very sensitive to what people would say about me. And he said he's right, all these things about himself on the internet. But, I mean, coming back to myself, it's like, yeah, you know, I experienced a similar problem where, like, 9 out of 10 people on the internet that I had an interaction with personally as my in real life self were toxic as hell. And then you add in like grandma telling you not to cuss, and it's like, this is stupid. What is even the point of this? This is stupid. And I'm not even enjoying myself at this point because I'm so worried about what other people would think. And I can't be myself because nobody's really like who's supporting me at this point in supporting me being my in real life self on the internet, and who at this point, you know, what's the point? You know, that's the point where like, what's the point? Oh yeah, most people here do love Type O Negative. That's why most people are here. You know, I can relate to that mindset of I can relate to that mindset because of the fact that like my whole experience on the internet or social media and everything, the majority of it had been really bad. Really bad. People always making fun of me. People always being mean, like, when I was my in real life self on the internet. I think I'm being kind of repetitive. I'm repeating myself, which is something I often do, but yeah. Hey, what's good? What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Well, I love how when I go to try to certify for an unemployment payout and they say they're down for maintenance. They're always down for maintenance. It's so frustrating. It's literally so frustrating. They're always down for maintenance. They suck. They suck. They at least pay me, but they suck. I need to order some extension cords really bad. That's another thing I'm doing. That's what I'm talking about is I'll remember things and then I'll forget. I have a real problem with short-term memory lately. When I go live, I just have short-term memory. I forget. But yeah, I remember stuff for like an hour what I'm supposed to do and then I forget. It's called a brain fog. Yeah, the brain fog's been really bad. That's why I haven't really been that productive because my brain fog's pretty bad. My brain fog sucks. Alright, it's 1:30, so I should probably... Oh, someone's still talking to me. V says, have you ever traveled outside of America? Unfortunately, no. Yeah, when I was younger, I always go to school with people who literally had more than me, traveled more than I did, etc., etc. I haven't done much traveling because, um, I think it's because my dad was working a lot. But as an adult, I haven't really had the means to travel because of a lack of income, just not enough income to do that. Yeah, I'm 27 and I haven't really had the means to like travel at all because of what I don't make enough money. And I never really traveled much growing up either because for my dad it was all about working. My dad had to work a lot, so I'm very sheltered in regards to like that aspect, but I did grow up in Los Angeles, so I mean, in some ways I'm sheltered, some ways I'm not. I mean, probably more ways than not. I'm sheltered in more ways than not, though. Probably, but like, yeah, I haven't done much traveling like at all in general, like in general at all. I've been to very few states, man, other than California, where I live in Los Angeles, California, but I've been to very few states, very few, very few. It used to really, yeah, it used to really depress me, but when I realized that my circumstances are based around like not having enough income and it's all these factors are beyond my control, I started to feel better. As an adult, I have kind of come to terms with it, just realizing that I don't have the funds or don't have the money, but I'm 27, so I hope one day I'll have the funds or have the money to. I particularly want to go to Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia, so that's my priority for travel. I don't really care much about traveling other than just going to Dragon Con. That's my main thing because I stopped caring about it because I know I'm not going to have the means to. I think to myself that I'm probably never going to have the means to travel, really. I'm just not. Like, jobs just don't pay enough, and they don't want to give you vacation. Jobs don't pay enough, they don't want to give you vacation. I've never made enough money to travel, really. But also I've had other priorities, like the cost of launching 8-foot Beast is $3,000, and that was over the course of 3 years, so that wasn't just all one big lump sum, but the course I put $3,000 into 8-foot Beast over the course of like 3 to 4 years. So that was spread out with multiple paychecks over the course of 3 to 4 years, and plus the stimulus money that came to Americans in 2021 or 2020 because of the pandemic. That also significantly helped me. Um, Yeah, so that's part of it is that I needed to launch 8-foot Beast. I felt like that's what I really needed to do. Um, so I don't know. If he says, so you have met celebrities and stuff, yes, I'm actually able to do that. Because a lot of times I go to conventions, um, I go to conventions and Comic Cons, and a lot of times you just have to buy like five to $30 worth of merch just to take a picture and talk and meet with them. Um, yeah, I think Sharon Osbourne, I meant Sharon Osbourne, that was 80, it was like $80. So I could barely afford that. So it costs a lot less to meet celebrities than to travel. I'm right here in Los Angeles, so I am in a good. I also come to terms with that as an adult, knowing that I'm in a good location in Los Angeles, that the networking's good here. This is a good place to network, so that has helped me come to terms with my whole situation, not having traveled much. But if I have an opportunity to, like, get a reaction from a celebrity regarding 8-foot beasts or just make them aware of my existence, I will take that opportunity, but I have to use that strategically because there's a lot of celebrities in Hollywood and there's a lot of meet and greets, so I have to use that strategically. I don't have a whole lot of money here to work with, especially because I got laid off from my job in June. So, and I had this job for 10 years, by the way. I had this job for almost 10 years, and this job helped me fund 8-foot Beast and helped me get 8-foot Beast launched. What time is it for you right now? It's 1:37 a.m. 10 years and they let you go just like that. Yeah, I know, it was so insulting too, the whole way they did it. Oh, the whole way they did it is so insulting. I actually was it was traumatic working there towards the end for like the last year, it traumatized me. The treatment from management traumatized me. And then the whole way they let me go, the whole way they laid me off was also kind of traumatic too. Um, I know that my boss had wanted to talk to me in the office, but I wasn't there. I was sick, but all I got was like, thank you for your support. That's like literally all I got was like, thank you for your support. And like no recognition for all my contributions to the company over the past. Like, well, the problem is the management switched and my new boss didn't know like just how much I contributed to the company. So I felt kind of insulted the whole way it was done. I felt insulted the whole way it was done. I felt really offended and insulted because I know that my boss didn't know about my contributions to the company and how long I had been working there, but I don't think that excuses just writing thank you for your support by this man. Management. The problem is first of all, my new boss didn't like me when her and I first got introduced and when I first started working under her wing, she didn't really like me first and foremost. Second of all, the other manager didn't like anyone who worked at the company underneath her in general. In general, she was toxic towards everybody who was underneath her. Management was shitty, so I got let go with a slap in the face. I got laid off with a slap in the face. I didn't even get a chance to say bye to my coworkers or anything like that, really. I just messaged everyone on Teams and that was it. But I mean, although I could come back to the company and visit people myself, but I don't know. I used to talk to coworkers, I used to socialize with coworkers and colleagues, but this is why I stream every day. I stream every day because you guys on TikTok or YouTube, you're my new coworkers, you're my new colleagues, you're my new, like, circle. well, not literally new coworkers and colleagues, because coworkers and colleagues, that's a completely different thing. Like, I wouldn't even tell them about all this. But you guys are my new, like, circle that I talk to. You know, my new, like, friend circle. But I love doing it this way. This is better. This is better than, in some ways, this is better. I'm happier because I can actually be myself, because at work I am like a superficial version of myself, and there's a lot of things that I can't talk about. Although there are a lot of coworkers that I do miss, and there's a coworker that I'm still in touch with. I have her number and I'm in touch with this one former coworker, but you know, despite how despite how much her and I clicked in regards to hobbies and interests and stuff and all of that, like, despite how well I know her from work and stuff like that, I still haven't gotten the courage to tell her about 8 Foot Beast, because she was associate of my former workplace, and the problem is, you never know if that person's gonna be your coworker again at a different company. So I'm letting some time go by. Part of the problem is that I was very upset when I got laid off, and I mouthed off on here because I knew that there was nobody here. I set this up deliberately so that I'm separating this from my real life. I mouthed off. So knowing that I mouthed off as much as I did, I'm really, really like, yeah, I really got, I'm just not considering that anytime soon. Like, even though I got let go from this job and no longer working at this company, she was still my former coworker, so I mean, I really have to privatize that and, like, just unlist it. I was really upset, so I, you know how people can get when they're really upset, right? So I would probably have to privatize that video, unlist it or something. I would have to, any of that stuff that I posted after I got laid off on here, I would have to privatize and unlist that stuff. But I was upset at, this is a place where I want to feel free to express myself without having to worry about repercussions or anything like that. So this is why I keep it separate from my real life, and especially because she was someone I knew from the job, I really think that wouldn't be smart. So if I did say anything, it would be years from now. I would want years to go by. It needs some more time to go by, especially the context. Yeah, it's a shame because she's into monsters. She would totally dig 8 Foot Beast. Like, I know she would totally dig it. Like, she would probably be the type to get obsessed with it and really dig it. But, like, it's just such a shame that I just can't do it. Like, it's such a shame. Like, I had wanted to, even while I was working with her, I had wanted to. I was tempted. But we would be the need to be on the same page in regards to management. She would need to have the same view of management that I do. She would need to be, we would need to see eye to eye. But still, that's like, it's kind of risky. It's kind of risky because, you know, even though I got laid off from the company, I still have connections with that company. So until my connections with that company sever, I wouldn't feel comfortable until my connections with that company sever and that I start expanding my resume. But I probably won't even be in touch with her anymore by then. I don't know. We're probably not going to be in touch with her anymore then. So it is what it is. I have to strategically pick the people who know about 8 Foot Beasts. I have to be really careful. I have to be strategic. I have to be strategic and I have to be careful because the consequences of letting the wrong person into my inner circle here, my sacred space as 8 Foot Beast, is catastrophic. It would be catastrophically bad. It would be absolutely catastrophic. Like, life ruining shit. Life ruining is enough to ruin my life. I have to take it really seriously. Like, being careful with this, I have to take it very, 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 very seriously. It's not something that I can take lightly because I've seen it happen. I know what happens and I've seen it happen. And especially because I'm an adult, I have to be that much more careful. I mean, when I was working, the live streaming, the people that I would talk to would just supplement. But you know, the thing is, man, when I was working, I would only have like 1 to 2 people on my streams sometimes. And I would, if I was lucky, I would get like anywhere from 10 to 20 people on Reality App at a time. If I was lucky on Reality App, I would get 30 to 50 people if I was lucky, but that was rare. I used to be on Reality App. I used to get hardly anyone in my streams. My streams used to be really dead, okay? When I was working, my streams were dead. So, of course, my network with my coworkers was um, complementing that. And the streams used to complement that, but I would get less people. But now I have more reach and I get, because I started streaming all the time. I've been streaming almost every day since I got laid off. So now my reach has grown infinitely. Like I get, not infinitely, but that's kind of an exaggeration, but I get so much more people. I get so many more people. I have hardcore fans now. I get so many more people like since I started streaming every day. I've been streaming every day since I got laid off, but I was also streaming quite often before I got laid off too. And I now have like all these, I like have this whole, I have so much I can tap into here. There's so much that I can tap into here now, and I just keep wanting to stream every day. Because, and what I love about this is that unlike what work is, I have control over this, but I know I'm going to be working again one day, maybe one day soon, and I'm going to have to deal with that again, you know, but, um, because I need money, you know, and money's going to become a problem. Oh, yeah, I mean, as far as like my ideal job, another job would be like my ideal job would be like a remote job. They do have like I have like a little bit of an internship going on, and I'm in a class, but it's kind of like an internship. There's only like we're it's a small group, and you know, we don't know each other very well. It's kind of awkward, you know, but I find those friends you meet in class are just like very temporary. Like they don't even bother to contact you or talk to you, ask you how you're doing. but I've seen that I have regulars that come in sometimes, and there's someone I'm in touch with on TikTok, and you know, and I've had some fans be constant since like 2020. I've had some fans be like constant, be like someone I can lean on, like if you have a problem and you want some people to talk to. I mean, I do have someone I know in real life that is my best friend, okay? But like if you have a problem and you want some more people to talk to, like I know people on the internet who are fans of me that I have something to lean into. What I love about this is that I have something to lean into. I have some people who have been pretty solid in something to lean into. Like any connections I have in real life, it's been very superficial. For the most part. For the most part, with some exceptions. Any connections I have in real life have been incredibly superficial. With some exceptions, but sometimes it's just I don't know. Chatting with strangers sometimes just feels more authentic. Yes, I'm essentially chatting with strangers. I get that, but sometimes it's just something about having a third party perspective. You know, there's something about having a third party perspective. It can be very like but then I do have some regulars. Someone says, for me, I find it way easier to tell a stranger my online problems and disappear rather than people. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, there are some people in real life that I can confide in, but there are some people I know in real life who can confide in. But yeah, you don't have to worry about being judged. It's just the whole thing about, like, the judgment, that sometimes I mean, I've had people judge me on my live stream. I've had people be judgmental, but I don't know. I find that most people are less judgmental actually than people I know in real life. I find that most like strangers on the internet can generally speaking be less judgmental, generally speaking. There are some that will take advantage and make fun of you, make a mockery out of you, and all of that and be disrespectful and judgy. There are some people who will, but for me, my experience, generally speaking, people are pretty okay for the most part. People are pretty alright, and yeah, there's just like less judgment versus like you confide in a family member, they're gonna judge you. Someone like a family member, they're gonna judge you. Like most people I know in real life would judge me. there are a few that I'm close with that wouldn't, but there are like the majority of people would judge the hell out of me. People in general are very judgmental, but yeah, I don't know. For some reason, under this persona, I have less problems. It's not that I don't have. I have some problems as 8-foot beasts, but like it's far less. I think you're always gonna have problems, but with 8-foot beasts, I just find it's far less. Far less annoyance than what I normally deal with. Anyhow, I should probably get off of here because it's 2 in the morning. And I have to make a phone call, so I should probably get off of here. Mo, it was nice talking to you. Thanks. Thanks for the good vibes. Thanks for the positive vibes. Because I don't always get positive vibes. I don't always get good vibes, so thank you.